Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My beautiful moments. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Today we are looking at a very deep, very important, and very ancient issue, music bells, and the hidden trap of shaitan. Behind them throughout every era people believe that music is just a hobby or a culture. But when you place the Quran, the Hadith, the sayings of the Sahaba, the classical scholars, and modern science together, a truth becomes clear. Music is not just sound, it is a spiritual battle between the soul and the desires. A few seconds of sound can change the state of a person's heart and influence the mind. And this is the oldest weapon of shaitan. Let us travel back in time and see how this fitna began. A narration states that when Adam passed away, Kabil, who had already killed his brother in shaitan, both celebrated and created instruments that could pull people toward heedlessness and desires. Scholars say that the foundation of music is not worship but fitna. Another ancient narration says that humanity separated into two tribes, one where men were handsome and women were unattractive, and the other where women were beautiful and men were unattractive, and Allah forbade them from mixing to prevent corruption. But shaitan introduced music for the first time: drums, flutes, rhythms, night gatherings whose sounds traveled far, and the men of the other tribe were pulled toward the sound. Their curiosity increased, then attraction, then sin, then destruction. One sound, one glance, one desire, then chaos. The Quran mentions Allah saying to shaitan, urge them with your voice, and classical scholars explained that the voice of shaitan includes music, singing, and flute. Mujahid said the voice of shaitan is music. Ibn Abbas said any sound that takes you away from Allah is the voice of shaitan, and Ibn al-Qayyim said music is the voice of shaitan. In Hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said the bell is the musical instrument of shaitan. This referred to old Arab bells, which were loud, sharp, metallic, continuous ringing that destroyed focus and inner peace and prevented remembrance and spiritual calm. Scholars say the ruling was for disturbing sharp ringing, and not for every type of bell. Therefore, modern soft doorbells, alarms, school bells are allowed, while disturbing decorative bells, animal bells, and musical wind chimes should be avoided.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My beautiful moments. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Many years ago, during the time of the Tabi'in, Baghdad was the capital of the Islamic Empire and the center of Islamic knowledge. One day, the king of Rome sent an envoy to Baghdad with 3 challenging questions. When he arrived, the Khalifa gathered all the scholars of the city. The Roman messenger climbed onto a high platform and said, I have come with 3 questions. If you answer them, I will leave with you the great treasure of wealth that I have brought from the king of Rome. The questions were: Number 1, what was there before Allah? Number 2, in which direction does Allah face? Number 3, what is Allah doing at this moment? The whole gathering became silent. Among the crowd, a young boy stood with his father. The boy whispered, Father, I will answer him and silence him. He asked the Khalifa for permission, and permission was granted. First question the Roman asked, what was there before Allah? The boy replied, do you know how to count? The man said, yes. The boy said, then count backwards from 10. The Roman counted 10, 9, 8, 2, 1. He stopped. The boy asked, what comes before 1? The Roman said, there is nothing before 1. The boy replied, if there is nothing before the number 1, then how can there be anything before the one who is eternal, everlasting, the first, the last, the manifest, the hidden? The Roman was shocked. He had no answer. Second question the Roman asked, in which direction does Allah face? The boy said, bring a candle and light it. When the candle was lit, the boy asked, tell me, in which direction is the flame facing? The man replied, the flame is light. It spreads in all directions, north, south, east, west. It faces every direction. The boy said, if a small flame spreads in all directions, faces every way, then what do you expect of Allah? The light of the heavens and the earth, light upon light. Allah faces all directions at all times. The Roman was stunned. Before the third question, the boy said, "Wait! You asked your questions from above, and I answered from below. It is only fair that you come down, and I go up." The Roman agreed. He came down. The boy went up on the platform. Third question the Roman asked, "Tell me, what is Allah doing at this moment?" The boy answered proudly, "At this very moment, Allah has brought down the liar and mocker of Islam, just as you came down from the platform. And Allah has raised the believer in his oneness just as he raised me above you. Every day, every moment, he exercises his universal power." The Roman was defeated. He had no words left, but he returned to his country in silence. That young boy grew up to become one of the greatest scholars in Islamic history. His name was Imam Abu Hanifa Rahmatullah Imam Azam, the great Imam. May Allah bless our children with the same wisdom, courage, and light. Ameen.